You're welcome to today's broadcast. Sure Destiny TV, reaching people and touching lives. You're welcome to today's broadcast. Sure Destiny TV, reaching people and touching lives. You're welcome to today's broadcast. Sure Destiny TV, reaching people and touching lives.
Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. There's something I want to just share with us. Let me know where you're watching. Please go ahead. Just something. Is it Aliyu Audu, Tinubu'S special aide? And actually, he was working for APC Rebirth in 2023 election. He was one of Tinubu'S strong ardent supporter in 2023 election, and he's turned against Tinubu. He was working very close with him. So I just felt, let me share this video with you. It was on channels, so I felt I need to share this with you. We know that Tinubu denied the whole idea of the one-party state, that he's trying to do that. But I mean, if that is not so, how come they're allowing all these decampees, people that were elected on the platform of other parties, and suddenly they are running, dumping their parties and going in mass to join the APC? It's because they are positioning themselves for 2027 election. They know that, no matter what your sins are, no matter what you do, just join the APC. They will rig for you. They will get you in there. So I want us to, after watching this video I'm about to share from Arise TV, those of you that are online and you feel you want to join a brief discussion, I want to welcome you. This is your friend, Dr. Haruna Goro. Thank you for joining. Let me know where you're watching from, please. I will also share the link later for those of you that want to join a brief discussion. So thank you for coming in. Let's wait for a few more people. Let me see if I can. Okay. Let me know where you're watching from, but thank you for joining. It's always something to talk about. These politicians have ganged up against Nigerians. That's very obvious. Nobody can convince me otherwise. So they're preparing for their own downfall, not the downfall of Nigeria, of Nigerians. They that have stolen money, those people are not there for the interest of Nigerians. It's very obvious. Why will you be elected here and you jump to the other one just because they know that Tinubu, they will position themselves for 2027. Governors are doing it. People in the Senate, the House of Rep, and even local governments are doing it. We've seen how this rogue government, what they are doing. So let me just play this so you hear it yourself. Let me see.
Well, indeed, a statement on the Benue issue was signed by Mr. Bayo Onanuga, who is a special advisor to the President, Information and Strategy. But one of the people who might have been speaking to us on this particular matter, Mr. Aliyu Audu, resigned just last week on the 8th of June this year. And there have been questions as to why, because he advocated very strongly for the election of President Bola Tinubu. So is there something wrong? Well, he's right here in the studio to speak with us. Is the former SSA to the President on Public Affairs and also the convener, APC Rebirth Movement. Are you still the convener of that particular movement, APC Rebirth Movement?
Inshallah, salam.
It's good to see you this morning.
It's good to be here.
What exactly has caused this resignation?
I think it's a matter of principle. It's a matter of, living for something greater than oneself. It's a matter of believing that Nigeria is not beyond fixing. It's a matter of, actually understanding what loyalty means and to what or to whom your loyalty should be absolute. And being bold enough to take a decision, even if it's at a personal cost, or even if, the future is uncertain. I'd rather face an uncertain future than, be certain with, an immoral today.
So what exactly has happened? What is the immorality?
It is no news that there was some sort of relationship between former governor of Rivers State, the current minister of FCT, and our then presidential candidate and the current president. In all honesty, there were a lot of justifiable reasons behind that. And because we were heading for election, the only thing bigger at that time than anything is ensuring we put our best foot forward. And clearly, from 1999 till date, there's been no better leader than the current president, politically and administratively. But the moment we get there, it was a hard-fought battle. It was close. Everything was so against us that even it seemed like our party was against us. Our government then was against us. And, it took the belief of a few people who understood what we needed at the point of 2023, the kind of president we needed to succeed the former president, so as to keep us on that track of actually realizing the Nigeria. It was hard fought, and we won. God blessed us with that victory. The one thing that we needed to do was to be grateful to God and be sportsmanly in administering the country, meaning we had to unite the country and lead the country as a people to victory. When you get to a stage where our leading figure, role model, our leading poster child for progressive democracy prioritizes vengeance over collective progress.
Who's your leading poster child now?
It's the president.
Okay.
He's a progressive. Up until now, I have always seen him as a progressive. When I start questioning that, then I needed to ask myself if I'm where I really should be. And the answers kept coming in the negative until it got to a point where I could hold it no more. And I sought God's face and he gave me approval. And I moved.
So you say that he started to prioritize vengeance over collective progress.
Yes.
In what way?
We've all been here for the sake of those who haven't been following politics from the 90s. We've all been here. We know what PDP did to the oppositions between 2003 and 2011. Specifically 2003 and 2007. We know what PDP, we know what former President Obasanjo Olusegun did as the president. How he muzzled his way into taking the entire Southwest, except for Lagos, who was manned by this man at the time. And it didn't just stop there. It went on. But he survived it. Not because he was so good or he was too good. He is good, no doubt.
So, interestingly, let me quickly interrupt you because you resigned on the 8th of June. The president, interestingly, gave a speech to the National Assembly on the 12th of June on this particular matter. He also referred to the criticism that has now been leveled against him that we're heading to a one-party state, and it would seem that, it's like the APC is trying to destroy the opposition. And he had a very strong response in his address to the National Assembly to the opposition that, he certainly doesn't want Nigeria to be a one-party state, that they should stand and fight, but he's not in his place to arrange their house for them, and he's actually very happy that their house is in disarray.
That's the fear. That's the real fear.
So for you, when you listen to that speech, that confirmed the reason why you resigned?
It confirmed it on one hand, and on the other hand, it strengthened my resolve, to not work for him in 2027. And I couldn't, in all honesty and all consciousness and with my conscience, be in his government knowing I am plotting against his removal in 2027, because I will. By God, we will remove him. By God, we will remove President Bola Tinubu in 2027. And collectively, Nigerians will install a leader that will be our chosen, not his chosen, not any local. It will be our local. 2027 is Bobowa local, every Nigeria Loma in 2027.
So from one end, you've gone from one extreme now, advocating very strongly for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to become president. He became president. You were in his cabinet speaking for him as his public affairs spokesperson. And now you have not only resigned, you say you're going to the other end, to say you're going to work against him because he's overseeing the opposition in disarray.
Our progress will come from healthy competition. Human progress comes from healthy competition. The God Almighty allow coexistence of belief and disbelief. When God created the world, before God created man, he had created angels, he had created jinns before he created man. But of these three creatures, only two he gave the sense of what is right and what is wrong. And that's the free will, the freedom that he gave to jinn and mankind. And it's upon this freedom that he's going to judge what we do with it on the last day. When you don't give a man a freedom, you cannot assess his performance. The angels are not going to be questioned on the last day because they don't even have the opportunity to err against God. The zombies you have today, they are built to honor God day and night. They can't even make error. But in this case, you don't necessarily need to help your opposition get up. But they are Nigerians. You don't succeed until every Nigerian succeeds. So as a president, your responsibility is primarily the success of every Nigerian. How are you afraid of the person who was here yesterday and you were here and you defeated him? And you're now here and you think getting someone to permanently kneel on the person's neck, you are more interested in finishing them than in moving forward collectively. He might have said he's not about that, but he said in Lagos that there's nothing wrong with one-party state. I've heard him say that there's nothing wrong with one-party state. That was wrong, and it's still wrong. And now with what he said, how it is not even true. What on earth is Wike doing in our government? If he's going to leave PDP, he should leave PDP.
No, you don't believe in
You can hear he's asking what is Wike doing. Tinubu used Wike. Wike is an opportunist. He entered there for his own personal gain. Worked against his own party. He's virtually destroyed PDP. And so now he's working for Tinubu. That's why they paid him with the FCT. There. So he's still busy working for him. And so they asking what is Wike doing in their party. They still strategically left him there. That's why they put him in Abuja. It was not just for nothing. Okay, let's go on. I think it's about to finish. And those of you that want to join, please, I want us to just discuss on this. What do you see in the future? I mean, how are we going to strategically position ourselves to make sure Tinubu does not stay in Aso Rock come 2027? And I know we have what it takes to do it. I mean, it's already, there's a crack. I also saw something where there was a fight somewhere in the north, a clash in the APC meeting where they endorsed Tinubu but didn't endorse Shetima. So there was a fight. But I mean, they are all birds of the same feather. Let's hear the end of this. Please, if I've shared the link, if you want to join, you can use that link to join and share your views on this matter. What do you have to say? Let's hear.
Government of national unity.
If you are doing government of national unity, you deal with it day and night. They can't even make error. But in this case, you don't necessarily need to help your opposition get up. But they are Nigerians. You don't succeed until every Nigerian succeeds. So as a president, your responsibility is primarily the success of every Nigerian. How are you afraid of the person who was here yesterday and you were here and you defeated him? And you're now here and you think getting someone to permanently kneel on the person's neck, you are more interested in finishing them than in moving forward collectively. He might have said he's not about that, but he said in Lagos that there's nothing wrong with one-party state. I've heard him say that there's nothing wrong with one-party state. That was wrong, and it's still wrong. And now with what he said, how it is not even true. What on earth is Wike doing in our government? If he's going to leave PDP, he should leave PDP.
No, you don't believe in government of national unity?
If you are doing government of national unity, you deal with the party, because the party is what we have on the ballot. Not Bola Ahmed Tinubu president, it's APC. Not Atiku Abubakar, PDP. Not Peter Obi, but Labour Party. So if you are going to do government of national unity, we have to respect institutions.
Okay, so now you say you're going to the opposition.
I'm not going to the, I don't mean the opposition. This opposition, there are no oppositions. We have a new breed of opposition coming, young, bright Nigerians who are patriotic, who know what life is, who know that living does not mean you should acquire the world. Living means just experience being in the world. That is your journey, that is your story, not the wealth you have, not the stolen money account. That is why many of them can't live a happy life even at 80-something. They are still chasing what isn't lost.
I really would want us to just hear him again. He's saying these are the type of people that, you know, the young breed, the young breed. And he's talking to the youth here. I don't know where he belongs, but, you know, please, as I said, I've shared the link. If you want to join this discussion, it won't be long, but let's just share what our views are. I see Prince, you're already at the back stage. I'll bring you up soon, but let's hear what he's saying here.
But in this case, you don't necessarily need to help your opposition get up, but they are Nigerians. You don't succeed until every Nigerian succeeds. So as a president, your responsibility is primarily the success of every Nigerian. How are you afraid of the person who was here yesterday and you were here and you defeated him? And you're now here and you think getting someone to permanently kneel on the person's neck, you are more interested in finishing them than in moving forward collectively. He might have said he's not about that, but he said in Lagos that there's nothing wrong with one-party state. I've heard him say that there's nothing wrong with one-party state. That was wrong, and it's still wrong. And now with what he said, how it is not even true. What on earth is Wike doing in our government? If he's going to leave PDP, he should leave PDP.
No, you don't believe in government of national unity?
If you are doing government of national unity, you deal with the party, because the party is what we have on the ballot. Not Bola Ahmed Tinubu president, it's APC. Not Atiku Abubakar, PDP. Not Peter Obi, but Labour Party. So if you're going to do government of national unity, we have to respect institutions.
Okay, so now you say you're going to the opposition.
I'm not going to the, I don't mean the opposition. This opposition, there are no oppositions. We have a new breed of opposition coming, young, bright Nigerians who are patriotic, who know what life is, who know that living does not mean you should acquire the world. Living means just experience being in the world. That is your journey, that is your story, not the wealth you have, not the stolen money account. That is why many of them can't live a happy life even at 80-something. They are still chasing what isn't lost.
Wow, this is serious. You can hear this. Please, if you're watching and you want to join the broadcast, let me hear your views. Let me hear your views. Just feel free. Use the link. Let me share the link again. Let me see if I can put that link. Just use that link to join the studio. Let's talk as Nigerians. What's the way forward? I mean, this person is talking about the youth here. So the youth came out 2022, 2023, went on the street, the million-man marches, and actually voted. Even though many of them were disenfranchised, they were not allowed to get their PVCs. And some of the ones that went out to vote, we know that they sent thugs to come in and disrupt the voting, and in some places snatch ballot boxes, aided by even so-called security personnel that were supposed to protect the lives of the people. And so the question that some young people are having is that what's going to change in 2027? Will things change? Maybe they should even abscond and not go to vote, or just forget Nigeria. Some just say, let's jackpot. They should just go out, leave Nigeria. So what is your take on this? So I see Prince is at the backstage now, so I'm going to bring him up. So Prince Okemini, let me, if you can put on your video, I'll bring you back in. Thank you. So let's hear what your views are.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's unfortunate that
But there's some noise. There's some noise at the background.
It's 1.5 okay. That's why it got paid 30 pounds. It's unfortunate that Nigerians are passing through this horrible government called government of the APC, and it's quite unfortunate. I am not in Nigeria based on the last government we have. I got to run with my family based in England.
Yeah.
And hearing most of the atrocities going on in a government that someone said that it is done, and now his son is not even working towards that his son he claimed to be that his son. What I mean is that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not what anybody in Nigeria will aspire to become, because he cannot be a president. You are the vice president. You are the minister for petroleum. In fact, you are in charge of everything. They don't run government like that. And you are far from the modern development. In as much as I'm concerned, he's far from the modern development. And I know that Nigerians will vote him out 2027. I have that confidence that Nigerians will vote him out. It doesn't matter if all the governors like, they should join to the APC. When the time comes, they will still betray him. We know how it happened during good luck. So Tinubu is a failure. In as much as I'm concerned, I'm not saying it, I'm saying it without fear or any. Tinubu is a failure, is a complete failure to Nigeria. You can see what is happening in Borno, Benue. People are dying. There was a video I saw this afternoon. I was trying to put that video in one of the British platforms that we normally chat, so that it will get to the where I think it will get to, so that they will call him to order, because he cannot be playing with people that are killing Nigerians. I saw a video with the bandits celebrating with Nigerian army and Nigerian police. So I said, what is going on? These are the people killing innocent Nigerians in a government that we call our own government. There is no modality set aside to protect these people, and you're telling us that you got to cut your schedule to visit Benue. What will your visit bring to the people of Benue and to the people that have died as a result of this so-called bandit and other one? My take is to support you, sir. I've been following you for a very long time. Is to support you by raising my voice if necessary, and to thank you for what you're doing. It's not easy. Not everybody will do this. Keep it up, and I know the Almighty God will still give you the strength to still continue enlightening people that are not enlightened, because people need to be enlightened about what is happening in Nigeria. People need to be enlightened. Most of us that came to England with our own fund, we know what is happening. Their own kids doesn't work. Their kids doesn't work here in England. They don't do anything. We know what they do. They drive a exotic car worth of 30, 40,000 pounds. You say small boy, the car worth more than his age. Yeah. So when you ask that question, where did he get that money from? No answer. And you see somebody will tell you, it's your business. Just like what happened in my state, River State, declaring a state of emergency in a state that is not no problem like what is happening in Borno, Yobe, other states in North. But he declared state of emergency in River State, and he installed a caretaker governor, which I may call him a caretaker governor, who know nothing about what is happening. It's unfortunate. I see Tinubu as undemocratic. I see him as an autocratic. His administration as an autocratic administration. When you commit any crime, you come to APC, your sins have been forgiven by Senator Godswill Akpabio, who happened to be the leader of corruption in Nigeria. It's unfortunate. I pray that Nigerians should come together. Nigerians need to come together and pull him away from that seat, and which I know it will happen. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Prince, thank you for your views. What would you advise the youth to do? You heard what Aliyu just said. I mean, this is somebody that stood for APC, campaigned, for Tinubu, and was like an aide to Tinubu. So you hear what he's saying. It's going to almost like he's going to campaign against Tinubu. He wants to make sure Tinubu does not make it in 2027. And he's talking about a new breed. How do we mobilize this new breed? Because if 2022, 2023, they came with such fire, organic movement, and they saw how this thing was stolen from them. And some of them are asking, how will we be sure it's not another theft again? Since the one that stole it then was outside the field and he could steal the scores inside the field, how much more now that he's already playing in the field? He's controlling the referee. He's controlling everybody that's there. Set the rules. Switches off. Now they have, is it VR, that goes to check in case something happens, they go and check the VR. He controls everything. So in which way are you going to convince the youth to come out and step up and even do more than what they did in 2023?
I am a proud supporter of Chibike Rotimi Amechi. I owe no apology to that. I am a proud supporter of Chibike Rotimi Amechi political growth, and I believe that the youth come at a mass. Tinubu did not win 2023, 2015 election. I think it's 2015 election. Tinubu did not win election. Are you hearing me?
2023.
I think 2023, yeah, 2023 election, he did not win.
So who was the winner to you, according to you?
P2B won Tinubu hands down. P2B. I voted for P2B.
Okay, so then what? But now you're talking about Amechi.
Yeah, because why? No, what happened is that when we found out that the APC failed from giving him tickets, and most of us that know that Tinubu cannot do anything, decided to say, okay, we'll give our vote and support to P2B. That was what we did. We voted for P2B. I voted for him. I campaigned for him. My street voted for him. My wife voted for him. My parents voted for P2B. And I know too well that P2B win last election. It was just the awareness that people didn't get on time. The awareness that is going on electoral reform and sensitizing people about the 2027 general election that is forthcoming. My advice to the youth is that they should stay firm and believe that they can still get it right. Tinubu will not kill everybody. In as much as I'm concerned, Tinubu will not kill everybody. The forthcoming election, that same youth, if I am to advise this coalition that is going on, if I were to advise, there are some element of political weights that need to step down for some certain people that have force. From certain people that have force. There are some persons that need to step down for certain younger ones.
If you are to advise, who would you say they should step down for? Who should step down and who should be allowed to stay in?
See, in this coalition, as it stands now, P2B still has that force. P2B still has that force. Atiku, if I am to advise, Atiku should step down for this candidate and anoint a younger person that will come and help Nigeria. What Nigeria needs is human capital development and infrastructure. If you have better road, where you have better light, stable light, good road, the education there, people goes to the school free of charge, just as it is in England, where most of their children are here. So senators and the House of Rep and the judges' children are here. They see how it is. So if they can do that and anoint one single person, they will pull Tinubu away from that seat. It's not negotiable.
Prince, some people feel like the coalition is dead on arrival when you have people like El Rufai that seems to be the driver or the one that's the front runner, and that is a psychopath. He's an opportunist. Wherever if he can't get his way here, he will go when he can stab anybody at the back. How do you foresee such a thing working with people, with the views people have of El Rufai?
Yeah, RFI has yes, in that I have heard so much about that is character, but we should not take the fact that we still need him. He may not do what he did last time. All of us know what happened last time. He may not, because he know what he's passing through, despite that the government has not done the same thing that they are doing to others. They still need him. If the coalition, in as much as I'm concerned, the coalition is not dead. You see, there will be a mega peaceful demonstration against Tinubu here in England soon. It will be a 1 week to 2 weeks protest against peaceful demonstration against Tinubu. I'm telling you, there will be soon mega peaceful demonstration against him here soon.
So what effect would that have in Tinubu? We knew people had all kinds of things to say. His corruption, drug use, forged certificate, everything was there, and yet they stole the election. So what will what will the protest do? In which way is it gonna?
It will go a long way, you know. In as much as I'm concerned now, and with the little experience I have, I think I may say the only country that is supporting Tinubu political, whatever I may call it, is France. I may say it's France. England here is not supporting him. I can say it. England is not supporting him. And despite whatever plan he has, that same way they stopped Goodluck will be the same way they will stop him. Tinubu is not coming back 2027. It will shock people if all the governors should go to APC. In fact, the Akwa Ibom state governor should pack both his councillor and caretaker his primary school teachers and principals to APC. It will shock them. He will not come back to that villa 2020.
Prince, you're one of the few people that seem to be very positive, optimistic. You're very certain that these things, that there's going to be change.
I am opportunity to meet a senior House member in this country that is not a Nigerian, but he keeps showing me so certain things that is happening, which they are not happy over it. And he told me directly that your president may not come back. That since the people are not happy, that he may not come back. And most of us are not happy over what is happening. Most of us are not happy. So I have that confidence that he's not coming back, and he will not. He will not come back. We can pack our money and invest it in foreign land where you buy properties that has no value. You leave it there. He's not coming back to 2027. It will not be easy for him. the way it happened, 2023 it will not be easy for him. It will not be easy for him. If all the governors should they come to APC, it will shock them. It will not be easy for him. That's my take, sir. The youth should be steadfast and believe in themselves and should not be bought by 10, 20, 30,000 at the end. They should believe on what they want. And this time they will get it right.
Wow. Thank you. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining. So do let us know when the peaceful protests will be taking place so we can, I don't know in which way. So that's only for the UK.
We are planning England and planning in US. These are the two places we are planning.
Okay.
Since these are the major actors that contribute to most of what is happening in our country, so we are planning that there should be a change of. Yeah, I'm coming. There should be a change of. Not yet. So there should be change of government. The right we have here in England, we don't have it in our country. There are some people that we sent them mail now. Within a couple of seconds, we return back that mail. In fact, if you send mail to our MP, we'll get that mail within within the next minute, we'll get a reply of that mail. You cannot have access to your local government chairman. Our mayor here, when you send mail to him about what you're passing through, maybe probably something spoiled in your house and the landlord refused to fix it. Within few hours, you get a reply. And you see the enforcement on it, which these are the things we are lack of. So in all this, when we start our program, when we start our peaceful demonstration, we call the international community that with proof and some certain evidence about what is going on. That we don't need this man, which they know that they don't need him. So we don't need him. This way, I think there will be force.
Okay, so we as they say, we keep our fingers crossed, and as you said, the Tinubu, they can't kill everybody. So I think it's fear. They have used fear to keep people bound.
That is what he's doing.
Yeah, but I mean, fear is not going to be forever. So people are already. I mean, just like what I put the photo there. It's that's what's happening. It's part of some of the things that is happening in Benue.
Benue, yes.
Yeah.
I saw it this morning, and I shed tears because it was not easy. I shed tears when I saw this.
Yeah.
Seeing people,
and these people, they don't care. To them, it's like nothing happened. And the sad part is that they are going on as if it's business as usual. That's how heartless they are.
They are. And the funny part is that all what is happening in Benue cannot be moved. If a member, in fact, cannot move one single member of the National Assembly to raise a motion and ask the president what is happening. You are the chief security officer of the country. What is going on? They only believed in themselves, and moreover, so many of them, their children are not in Nigeria. So what do you expect? Almost all of them, their children I tell you, most of them, their children are not in Nigeria. We see most of them here in England. We see most of them. Like now, I have resumed where I am working. If you go to where most of them, their children are living, they are playing video game or enjoying themselves. They don't go to work. At the end of the month, you convert the money and they pay the bills and all that thing. So that is it. But I know there will be change, which will come and
Amen. So shall it be, my brother. Thank you for joining.
Thank you. Thank you.
You have a wonderful evening, a wonderful night. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Much love. Okay. Anyone joining before we go off? Anyone joining before we go off? That's the evil man, Emi Lokon. It's my turn, not the turn of Nigerians. It's my turn to come and loot. It's my turn to see more people die. It's my turn to bring more suffering. That's what Nigerians are going through. Anybody coming in? If not, I'm going to end the broadcast. Okay. Seems like no one is coming. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I share this. I believe there are surprises coming. Surprises are coming. So you have a blessed night. Those of you in other nations where it's daytime, have a wonderful day and look forward to seeing you soon in the next broadcast. If you have not subscribed to my channel on YouTube, please go ahead and do that and also share. And if you're not following me on my Facebook page, please go ahead and follow me so that you will be notified when next I have another broadcast. So thank you, everyone. Akamigu John, thank you for joining. Kennedy, thank you for joining. Ernest, thank you for joining. Who else is there? Martin, thank you for joining. Uzuna, thank you. Victory, thank you for joining. Joseph, thank you. Femi, thank you. Really appreciate you guys that joined this broadcast. Lucky, thank you. Hassan Sule, thank you. Okay. Have a great night. Bye.